Hello everybody and welcome to Afro EPL. Today we're going to be doing day 4, a review and some player ratings for African internationals who played over the weekend. We understand after international duties, all the mileage of the thousands and thousands of miles covered by the players. Most of them come back and they need a little bit of time to readjust to the Premier League because it's a lot to take in from international football, playing in a different way, then coming back to your team, taking in new information. So I will be doing a review of how the players performed, and I'll be doing like a quick player rating for the internationals. Let's get to it. First up is Arsenal against Nottingham Forest. Arsenal against Nottingham Forest, we had Sangare, who was the only one playing for Nottingham Forest from the motherland. Arsenal ended up winning 3-0. Nottingham Forest had nothing to offer. Nottingham Forest were just quite defensive. So I'll give him an average of 6 on 10 for his performance. We have a couple of injuries. So Ola Aina, our Nigerian brother, is injured, so he did not play. Bournemouth against Brighton was a really good game. Bournemouth ended up winning 2-1. Mitoma scored Bournemouth's only goal, and that was assisted by Minteh, our Gambian brother, the Scorpions. So he came back with the same energy and had an assist. So congratulations for Minteh's performance today. I will rate him a 7, although he was at the losing end of the game. The star of the game and the man of the match, whom I will give a 9 out of 10, is Semenyo. Semenyo was unstoppable. Semenyo played the full 90 minutes. He had a goal and he had an assist. So there's no way he was man of the match. And congratulations to Semenyo. So for Crystal Palace against Sunderland, that game ended 0-0. Not really much action to that, to be fair. We have Talbi, and we also have Diarra on the left flank of the Sunderland team. Really didn't create much, so I'll give both of them a 6. On the right side, we had Idingra and Sadiki. Idingra and Sadiki had a better game because I think all the time you could realize that Sunderland are trying to go down the left line, so they had a lot of action. They were trying to create as much as they can. So I'll give Idingra a 7, and I'll give Sadiki a 7 because their partnership there was really good, and I think they can get even better. In fact, you have Idingra, Sadiki and Renildo, who almost everything that Sunderland does in terms of build-up play comes down the left side. So they are really forming a really nice partnership. For Crystal Palace, we of course have Ismail Assar, who is still injured. So there are loads of injuries from a Crystal Palace perspective. Shadi Ride is injured, and also we have Cheikh Omar Doucouré, who is also injured. So loads of injuries from African internationals for Crystal Palace. The game, not really the best of games. It ended 0-0, so not much to add to that. Everton against Aston Villa. Again, another game that ended 0-0, as is the theme of day 4. Very limited goals because I blame it on the international. So we have Beto. Beto had a very average game. I think I'll give him a 6. Beto, not really much to write home about for this game. We also have for Everton, Ganagay, I'll give him a 7. Very average game, kept the ball ticking in the midfield as he does. And on that right side, we have Ilimindia has been on fire. He also created most of the chances for Everton. With his 2 goals, I was thinking that he would increase that. Ilimindia won the highest number of duels in the match. Ilimindia completed the most dribbles in the game. So he is just unplayable at this point in time. I cannot congratulate that Senegalese brother for his performances, and may it continue to deliver. Villa, Evan Gesson came in at around the 45th minute. I think it was around the 45th minute that he came in, replacing Tielemans. Not much creativity, no goals, no assists. I'll give him a 5.5 on 10. Fulham against Leeds, another game that was quite flat. It ended up Fulham 1, Leeds 0, and that Fulham goal was an own goal. So very little offensive action during this day, and you could tell that the teams are still just readjusting, to be fair. We had a very average game. I'll give Iwobi a 5. Actually, no, that's not fair. I'll give Iwobi a 6. The person who actually played really well, because I think Leeds turned up with Calvert-Lewin and really putting pressure, and also Aronson. Bassi had a better game for day 4. I would give Calvin Bassey a 7 actually. In fact, I'll even go 7.5 for Calvin Bassey's game, because Calvert-Lewin was quite a handful and he had to do some really good defensive activities and actions. Newcastle against Wolverhampton. Newcastle came off with a 1-0 victory. A really tight game. Unfortunately, Wolverhampton just cannot score, even with the addition of Tolu, our Nigerian brother. He started the game. I think he played for about 60 minutes. Not really much, but you could see him. You could see the potential. You know he'll be a handful. He is really good, and I think he will settle into the team and play better. I'll give him a 6. We have on the visiting side for Wolves, we have Agbadu, had a really average game. Also, I'll give him a 6. For Atun, we have Yohan Wissa, who has not been able to do his debut yet. He is injured at this point in time. He picked up an injury last week, and he's going to be out till September, so we're going to have to wait. West Ham against Tottenham. West Ham cannot stop losing. They cannot just stop losing. I don't know what else to say. I think Tottenham had a really easy game. To imagine that was an away game, Tottenham just walked that game, literally. And again, congratulations to Papsa. Papsa started the goals. He scored at the 47th minute. A really good game he had, as he has been having all season. I think Papsa, I will give him, it's between him and Birdwell. I would struggle to give, I don't know who to give the man of the match for, but I think Birdwell was man of the match, but I would have given Papsa the game because he just kept going. I will give him an 8. Yes, I'll give him an 8. I'll be generous and give him an 8. Kudus also had a really good game. Another assist from Kudus, so he just keeps producing. You see his numbers are really getting better. So he had an assist today. So between Kudus and Papsa, congratulations for a really good game. Again, from an injury front, we still have Yves Bissouma, who is struggling with that knock. Doubtful. He hasn't really kicked up, and I actually struggle to see where he's going to fit within this Tottenham team going forward. But congratulations to Papsa for his goal, and also congratulations to Kudus for his wonderful assist. Brentford against Chelsea. I think this is one of the games that had the best action since we returned for day 4. It was a great game. It ended up 2-2. Dango Ouattara did not start the game. He came in and played only about 19 minutes for that game. It was really a really good game. So we have Dango Ouattara, who came in, I think it was 19 minutes, but the game ended 2-2. But the game by itself was quite spectacular, with a 2-2 result at the end. Burnley against Liverpool. Oh my goodness. So Burnley put up a really good defensive performance, holding Liverpool to a 0-0 draw, backs against the wall. Let's fight for this particular point. And Ogochukwu, and a Frenchman called Ogochukwu. How about that? That is funny, isn't it? Ogochukwu picked up a red card at the 85th minute. Lyle Foster played average game, really not much to offer against Liverpool, so it was backs against the wall. He was helping out defensively, so a 5. Then we had Hannibal, who came in. I think he came in around, he just played for about 25 minutes, and oh my god, I could see how devastated he was when he handled that ball for the Liverpool penalty. I could feel the pain. You could actually see him just sink his hand into his head. I was like, why? But it was such a valiant, such a great defensive show from Burnley, who would have come up with a point, and it would have been very deserved from the defensive play they had. Unfortunately for them, Hannibal caused that penalty, and Mo Salah was there to finish it off. Mo Salah had a really quiet game because, of course, he was being double teamed all the time, and really not much. So I'll give Hannibal a 5, and Mo Salah scored the 1 goal, so I'll give Mo Salah 7.5. The Manchester derby was such a one-sided game. I don't think Man City left gear 2. I cannot understand exactly what the plan is with Amorim for Manchester United. Why is he insisting on playing Fernandes as a midfielder that deep? Fernandes cannot track back. The longer he continues to want to play Fernandes in that system, in that position, United are not going to progress. They won't be able to play. I think Mazraoui came in and as a wing back had a really good game. I think I would give him a 7. I think we have Ahmad. Ahmad had a very flat game. I'll give Ahmad a 5.5. Mbeumo was also he huffed and puffed. So you could see him trying to create stuff. You could see he should have scored if not of Donnarumma's impeccable, agile, crazy reflex to stop that. I don't know how he did it. I don't know how Donnarumma saved that Mbeumo ball, but Mbeumo should have had a goal today. Honestly, he was really good. So Man City walked through just walked through United without even trying, because United had nothing whatsoever to give. And so Mbeumo, I would give him a 6.5. Mazraoui will be my player of that game from United standpoint. Him and Ugarte really played well, but Fernandes is the problem. My United people, tell me in the comment section, what is it about wanting to play Fernandes in that system as a deep midfielder who cannot track back? It's suicide by that manager. Crazy. Man City perspective. So from a Man City perspective, we have injuries. Omar Mamouche is also injured. He will not be back till maybe sometime in October. So it's just a shame that most African internationals are presently injured. So that game ended 3-0 United. I don't know where they are going to. I have no idea where United are going to. Their play was just shocking, to be fair. I could not recognize that team. So all in all, day 4, coming back from the international duties, it was really not giving. It was really flat. Hopefully by next week, teams would have had a few more training sessions and build some of those mechanics and some of those, just building back some of those dynamics and mechanics, so we can maybe have a more interesting day 5. But for now, I think our man of the match for all African players who have played for day 4 is definitely Antoine Semenyo. So Antoine Semenyo takes the crown for day 4. Congratulations, and hope to hear from you. Please go down, give me your comments. Tell me what you think about your team's performance this week. Tell me what you think about how your African internationals played, and let's have that conversation in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like this video if you have enjoyed this little quick review for our internationals. Click your subscription buttons and make sure that you have your notification on, because I will be coming back with a review of day 5. I want to thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Talk to you. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good morning. Bye.